Okay, so now we are going to start implementing the rename function. First, we need to get the search and replace texts. So this is the first thing that we need. So search text. I want to make this local, so I don't have the self, because this will only be used here. I could have done that the same with the layouts, but I used to do it like this. So search text will be the self dot search dot text. This is our text. Houdini doesn't allow spaces in names, so I want to replace any space that may be here with an underscore, because that's what Houdini makes if you write a space. So replace space with underscore. I will duplicate this, and this will be the replace text, like that. And now let's do the same with the prefix and the suffix. So with the prefix text will be self.prefix.text. You see the text here? This gives us the text that's written in these widgets. That's why we use it here. We can't use the widget directly, we need the text. And we'll also replace here, and the suffix the same. Okay, so now that we have our information, we'll start with this. We'll leave the checkbox for later. We need to run some code for every node. So for node in self.nodes, first we need to get the original name that we stored, because we can't have the name as we change it, because if we change it, the new name will be the new name and it will be a mess. So we need to get the original name that we stored in the store names function. So the original name equals self.node names, and the key that we have to pass here is the node, because this will give me the node's name, like this. So now I want to replace the search and the replace in this name. So I want to check if the search text exists in the original name. So if search text in original name, if this is true, I want to store a modified name. So modified name equals the original name, but replacing the search text and the replace text, like so. And if we don't find any match, the modified name will be just the original name, so it won't be modified. So now that we have the modified name, we need to add the prefix and the suffix. So modified name equals the prefix text plus the modified name plus the suffix text. So this is our modified name. Okay, so now we want to set this name node.setName modified name, and we want to add the unique name flag to true, because if we don't have this, if all the nodes get the same name, it will give us an error. And if we check this, it will add digits at the end, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think this is all. One more thing I want to add here. I want to ensure that this only happens if there's text in here and in here. So I want to add some things here. So if search text in original name and search text and replace text. So if this is true and we have something here and something here, then we modify the name. If we have an empty field, we don't want to modify it because we don't want to use an empty string. So this is what we need. So I think this is all. Let's check if the rename works. So let's select these nodes and let's search my null and replace it with control. And as you can see, it's working. Now let's see if we can add a prefix. So I will type L space and it replaces the space with an underscore, so it's working. And we can add the suffix here and it works. So now we need to implement the remove digits function. So let's close it, so rename it, and we have the new names.